mentioned that our crew isn't the typical construction crew. First off, a lot of it is family. People that I just love to have around me at any given point. But what makes us truly unique is we have more women and girls on the crew than men doing construction. It brings a whole different essence to the environment. There's a whole feminine energy around having women present, mixing concrete, carving concrete, laying tile and stone, and building things that we just don't find in the traditional male-dominated construction world. And by having that, things just turn out differently. And so that makes us really unique in that we have found that women create in a whole different way, and they tend to dominate our crews today.
Okay, well, Karen made me go to Home Depot by myself. I get out and I load all 4 bags. The tailgate does not open, and so I had to like schlepp it up in there. Some guy is just watching from his truck and pulls up and he goes, you know, I've never seen a woman do that before. And he was impressed with me, and I was like, well, thank you. And I was secretly glad that he did not offer to help me, because half the time, actually 90% of the time, people will ask and then they struggle doing it. And I'm like, okay, I can get this done like 10 times faster if I can just do it. So whenever they ask if I need help, I say no.
If you work with the pool company, Home Depot becomes
is
your best friend, really. So we're off on our Home Depot adventure. Come follow us.
Good job, Chair.
Yeah, on a hybrid pool, our pool beam is 2 different structures. We've shot concrete for the sun shelf and the love seats, which we mud because we've set it lower than the beam of the steel wall. So seeing mud and steel do not grip as well as we would like, you have to be very careful to make sure that beam is level, because you can't adjust the stone. It's glued right down. So now we just pick our glue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, well, it's broken. I looked at the box in the back and it's broken. So we'll just make Haley carry a bucket full of glue.
Here, you can have the batteries.
Okay, I'll take the batteries. What's next on our list? So I need a couple bags of mortar. Oh, a level. What else was I gonna buy? A broom. Oh, crapola. Our brooms are mating. Aww. There's our brooms mating. We try and have fun.
All the time.
All the time. Trust me, it'll probably be back in here for the next 3 months. You guys have a good one.
We are going to be setting bluestone around the pool as the coping. We get to piece the bluestone together and make a puzzle.
So it's much nicer if you lay out all your stones, figure out if you have enough, make all your cuts then when you do get around to gluing, if it's on the steel, or mudding it when it's on like the concrete, it turns out much nicer.
Well, I only have 1 boot on because my right boot broke, and you can kind of tell it was digging into the back of my heel all day, and I finally had enough of it, and I figured walking around barefoot would be better. So it doesn't hurt as much walking around without it. And this is pretty much just dirt, so I'm not stepping on anything sharp.
Everybody, let's start setting stones. Natural stone, you are going to get fluctuations in the width of the stone. So there will be slight differences in height. We need to find level so that all the stones are in a general, pattern and a general height.
The dog!
We use mortar. We don't use like particular mortar. It's Quickcrete. It's the green and white bag, whichever one that is. And all you got to do is mix water with it, and then you just level them out.
I'm working it down so that it adheres to the concrete beam. Yep. All right, you can throw the other one on too if you want. We'll clean out this because this is going to have a filler stone in it.
Well, Time out. So when you get to the metal part, you glue it.
What I'm doing right now is I'm gonna set this stone right here with our liquid nails glue. You wanna make sure you got enough glue on there. Make sure you got about an inch overhang. It's pitching back because you want the stones to just slightly pitch back away from the pool so dirty rainwater doesn't go into the pool on a stone that's slanting forward. Oh, she did have a filler stone. Good job, JJ. So now that's open and ready to go again.
Oh, just over here grouting some bluestone. You can use the same mud that you used to set the bluestone, and you pretty much just fill all the lines that are in between the bluestone. That way no water can seep through, and it also helps hold the stones all together as an extra protection. Hey, get off. You get off. If you don't grout it well enough, like if you leave openings, water could seep through, and tile goes right under the bluestone, so it could also pop the tile off the wall and it could just damage more stuff underneath. And yeah, you just make it look nice and flush with the bluestone. Karen, am I doing good?
You're doing fine.
Excellent.
Oh wow, I just get a fine.
I know, I was thinking excellent.
Thanks.
Well, that's what I meant.
You said fine!
No, you're doing fine. You're doing fine.
I see fine as the same word.
What's your prize?
I'm Karen.
Hi, Karen. Nice to meet you.
I'm Wendy Talati. When we moved into this house, really, we knew for sure we wanted to put a pool in. We picked this lot precisely to put a pool in. We searched long and hard to find the right company, and we're super excited when we were able to meet the team from Legendary Escapes and find the right pool for us. Talking with them and really understanding their vision for the pool really met with what we were looking for, and having an experience in our backyard. That's what we were looking for, and it fit exactly what they were planning to do.
Here we are, another day. Another 8 yards of concrete into the pool, bringing the total to 44 yards. We are just getting started. There's a lot more cement that has to happen, but this is the critical part. If we do this right, if we take our time and we build up in layers and do exactly what we need to do, we'll have a nice, strong structure to be able to build anything we want off of.
Well, now that we have the foundation of our pirate ship, now we have to build up the rough walls. We have to figure out a way to tie these rebar into the shape of the boat so we can get our rough shape, our rough walls. I'm weaving through the trees!
And that's going to take a lot of time, is carving all the detail that we want to put in this ship. But I'm sure you've gotten pictures of this, and pretty much it looks like a giant porcupine to me. So I'm standing here staring at it, wondering where to start. No, I'm looking for a specific shape. Still rough detail. There's no final details being done at all. This is just one more step to creating the shape. We'll set another row of lath and another row of steel. Shoot that.
Stand on that. Stand right there. Oh, gotcha. That
2x12.
Yeah.
I'm going to do we'll cut it up tomorrow. I don't have a chop saw here.
Okay.
And we'll build kind of an entryway
Okay.
out of it, and then we'll just shoot it in.
Okay.
And then that way it'll be clean for them in and out. It won't be rugged.
Rugged
Yeah.
scratchy.
Right now we're getting the basic boat. By the end of the day today, we'll be able to at least see what the shape of the structure is going to look like.
You got a little dirty? You did get a little dirty. You can spin around for me. Yay, okay. It's a good thing I had the good sense to turn around before he started shooting at me. Otherwise he would have gotten all over my face. Oh, yeah, you got lucky.
We are now at 50 yards of concrete into the pool project to this point. And then one of the other pieces that needs to get installed this week is the tile.
Lots of feeling and everything.
And go pick out a couple of tiles. I have a bunch laid out there, Karen. I don't like some of them, but I'll let you.
Okay, let's see.
He's
get a
waiting
selection
to see
too.
if you're going to make the right choices.
It's kind of a test.
It's always a
And
test.
then we'll let Anthony pick out the one that we choose.
Right, exactly. We narrowed it down to these one tile. What do you think?
We don't give too many options. We'll show a few tile. Here's what we suggest. Here's what we're probably going to use. And if they're dead set against it, well, then we renegotiate and fight until I get my way. But then typically, if we steer them in the direction we want and give them a few choices that we're satisfied with, they can make that decision.
No, I just assumed we weren't getting choices, so I didn't even venture a guess on that one. I'm actually surprised by this whole deal, because it's funny, because people that come in, they're like, well, what's the liner going to look like? I don't know. When he shows it to me, I guess that's what it'll look like. What's the tile look like? I don't know. It's going to be tile.
I know, I'm just wondering what. So I think we're down to these 4.
Yeah. Oh, that one got broke. They're out of it. I can hear it now. So, I mean, really, what's the point? Nice. It's kind of funny. Everybody that asks me or sees it, when's it going to be done? It's like, when it's done. I'm not worried about it. Like, I get this for the rest of my life. It doesn't matter.
An extra month in the whole scheme of a life, it's done right.
Right, exactly.
Auntie, what you doing?
I am making a little turtle. I like to do little creative turtles. I usually try and do one small one, and seeing these guys are just so great to work for. And Anthony's just pretty cool that I'm giving him a mohawk turtle, a badass turtle. And as you can see, he's pretty rough, and as the cement firms, I'm adding detail to it. So I've kind of got the shape of my head. Right now I'm working back around the shell, kind of smoothing it in, getting my shape, and then I'll do the fine carve. He's an Anthony wannabe because he's got a mohawk.
Turtle's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's funny.
Hey, why'd you put a goatee on the turtle? I missed that part.
Hi. Well, I threw myself on the grenade, and I suggested maybe Katie might want to film this. But anyway, what I'm trying to do here, we have such a great shape here for a ship entrance that I think I'd want to try today to make this look like a jagged entry. Like this is where the crash of the ship, a lot of the damage took place. So I've pulled rebar from over there, and right now I am just playing with it to try and get a feel for a jagged entrance so that they can swim in under here and get into the grotto. I don't know if you want to stay focused as I play with lath and rebar.
Those are the nails that we shot into the concrete to hold the lath in place so that we can tie it.
Concrete artist's best friend.
Apparently, according to Karen, they're a concrete artist's best friend. Where's the gun? Okay, this is the gun, and it's one of mine and Kaylee's favorite tools because it's a lot of fun to use. And so you open it up and you put in a charge. There's multiple different colors. We typically use anywhere from brown to yellow, and brown is a softer, or if you're going into a lighter material, all the way up
Cinder block.
like cinder block, and then we go green is what we use mostly, but sometimes the green pop because the concrete's too hard, so then we have to go to a yellow, which is a stronger charge. And then you put in the little nail. It needs to have the little washer on the end, and for our purpose so that it can hold the lath in place, and we typically use an 1.5-inch nail. You've got to get your weight behind it, push it into the wall, and you just let it go.
It's gunpowder is what it is.
It's a 22 caliber shell power fastening gun thingy. Ow! My hand went into the lens.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, there's a recoil on the gun. It's okay, the nail popped anyways. Well, did you get your shot at least?
No, not really.
No.
Son of a gun, Jay! There we go again! Alright. I knocked my frickin' pop down!
The day started as kind of a little hectic. We've been moving since we got here, trying to get everything necessary that was needed to get done before we shot concrete. We had to restructure a couple of walls on the waterfall. We had to form for the pad, for the equipment pad, had to get all of the concrete hoses and everything all prepped and ready to go. And of course, Murphy's Law, fate favors the prepared, so the concrete truck was here a little early, and so we were just all in a bit of a scramble this morning, but everything has turned out wonderfully, and we are off to a wonderful continue, and it's all going well.
I think you can see in the back all the dark stuff for the boat. It's another 8 yards added to our pirate ship.
Today, we now have 58 yards of concrete into the project and counting.
C-V-M-T-E and T. What's the spell? Some ad. Yay! Yay! We can spell.
Yes, it's almost like I know what I'm doing.
I'm pointing, so that's why I got on.
Knock half his face off. You didn't see that. Okay, this is daily vlog. What?
Okay, you filming?
What's the frickin' date today?
And when glue comes out on the stick, you know you've got it poked. Right now, I'm just,
Katie can fix this in post.
yeah.
Place. There's no purpose, not much of it.